Now, a lot of you have asked me how I was able to achieve a very smooth face. In today's video, I'm going to be spilling the tea. Now, for context, my skin wasn't always like this. My skin wasn't always looking this smooth. As a matter of fact, this was how my skin looked like few years ago. This was me on a full face beat, like a full makeup. But still, you could see the tiny bumps on my face. Now, these tiny bumps you are seeing were not acne. I did not have any active acne during that period, but my face was just rough. Whenever I try to glide my hands on my face, I feel like tiny bumps on my skin or gallop on my skin. This is what we call a textured skin. So if your skin looks like this or your skin looks like this, that means you have a textured skin. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you how you are going to smoothen all those bumps on your face and achieve a flawless, smooth skin texture. I will also be sharing with you the products that I use and how I use them to achieve great results. So if this sounds like something that interests you, you need to keep on watching this video till the end. Don't skip any part of this video. If you find it helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join this amazing family. Trust me, you are not going to regret being here. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask them in the comment section. And without further ado, let us just jump right into this video. There are different types of skin texture. What could be in form of bumps like this, or these tiny bumps, these small grains on your face. This could appear on your forehead, it could appear on your nose, it could appear on your chin. Now, this occurs as a result of clogged pores, either due to excess oil or comedogenic products that have clogged your pores. It could be as a result of accumulated dead skin cells that has clogged your pores. So at the end of the day, it is still clogged pores that causes these tiny bumps on your face. Another type of textured skin is when your skin looks flaky, or your skin feels tight, or your skin looks dry. This one is usually experienced by people that have dry skin. So if your skin is always dry and you are not using anything that is going to help to add up moisture into your skin will have this kind of texture that doesn't look appealing. Your skin will look dull. Your skin will have this visible flaky look. Now, what usually causes this is, like I mentioned earlier, you have a dry skin and you are not maintaining your dry skin properly, or you have a compromised skin barrier, or you've used harsh skincare products that have stripped your skin of its natural oil. Maybe you've used a harsh cleanser or any harsh product that has dried out your skin. This can make your skin texture look very flaky and dry. Another one is enlarged pores. Now, this one is usually experienced by people with oily skin. So if you have an oily skin, like a very oily skin, there is a tendency that you're going to have enlarged pores. Your face is going to look like the back of orange. You know how orange peel looks like, those tiny holes in them. That is how your face would look like, and this is what we call enlarged pores. What usually causes this one is, like I said earlier, if you have an oily skin, you have a high tendency of getting enlarged pores. Another thing that causes it is when your skin loses elasticity as a result of sun damage or age. As you grow older, as your skin reduces collagen production, your pores begins to enlarge. This is why you need products that will help to stimulate collagen production on your skin. Now, another type of skin texture is post-acne scarring. Now, this one is the most difficult to treat. Now, for people that experience inflamed or severe acne, they realize that whenever the acne heals, it leaves a scar on their face. This is what we call post-acne scarring. Sometimes it could be very deep. It appears like a hole in your face, like the acne leaves a hole on your face. Most times you might not even get visible results from using topical treatments. You might have to go for like chemical peels or dermaplaning or any other chemical procedure for you to see visible improvements in your skin. Now, the major cause of this one is inflamed acne. If you are always popping or picking your pimples, you are likely going to experience acne scarring. That is why I always advise you to let your pimples be. Personally, the kind of skin texture I experienced were bumpy skin and enlarged pores. There are 3 products or 3 ingredients that I made use of that really helped with my skin texture, and one of them is a chemical exfoliant. I made use of this Balance Active 10% AHA plus 2% BHA retexturizing serum. Now, the main purpose of this product is to retexturize your skin, is to clear off the bumps on your skin and just give you a smooth skin surface. Hence the name retexturizing serum. It contains both AHAs and BHAs. It contains 10% of glycolic acid and it contains 2% of salicylic acid. Honestly speaking, before I started using this product, I was using like sugar scrubs on my face, and this product made a huge difference on my skin. If you've been using physical scrubs on your face, you've been missing out a lot of benefits from using chemical exfoliants. Now, the next product that helped me was Tretinoin. Now, Tretinoin, it was like the game changer. Tretinoin is a form of retinoids, and the major function of retinoids is to increase cell turnover. It pushes out your old skin cells and help the new skin cells appear faster on your skin. Now, tretinoin is one ingredient that does a lot of things. It will help to give you a smooth skin surface. It will help with your hyperpigmentation. It has anti-aging benefits, and it will also help with your enlarged pores. So if you're dealing with enlarged pores, tretinoin will help to make it less visible. But this is one ingredient that you need to use with caution. I have several videos talking about how I use tretinoin, and I'm going to leave a link up here or in my description box. Please do well to check them out. Now, the last one is niacinamide. Niacinamide also helps with skin texture, especially enlarged pores. So if your skin looks like this, what you need that will help to reduce the appearance is niacinamide. Apart from reducing or minimizing your pores, niacinamide would help to also balance your routine. It will help to soothe your skin because it has like anti-inflammatory properties. And it will also help to strengthen your skin barrier. Also, if you have oily skin, you need to use niacinamide. You need to incorporate niacinamide in your skincare routine because niacinamide is one ingredient that will help to control oil production. Now, the good and fun part about niacinamide is that it is one ingredient that can be paired perfectly well with most ingredients, like most actives. So you can pair it with your exfoliant, your chemical exfoliant, and you can pair it with your tretinoin. Now, from these three ingredients, two are strong actives. Your chemical exfoliant is a strong active. Your tretinoin is a very strong active. So you need to use them properly so that you don't get adverse reaction from using them. So the best way to use these two strong actives in your routine is to use them with skin cycling method. Now, skin cycling is just a routine where you have days where you use your strong actives and you have days where you allow your skin to rest. It is always good to have this balance. Don't keep using your actives every day, morning and night, and you don't have room or give room for your skin to breathe. If you want to maximize the benefits of using two strong actives like this in your skincare routine, always use skin cycling method. Now, what this means is that I have days where I use my exfoliant, my chemical exfoliant, and I have days where I use my tretinoin, and I also have days where I just allow my skin rest. I don't use any strong actives. I only use products or ingredients that are going to calm my skin, strengthen my skin barrier, hydrate my skin, and nourish my skin. So I exfoliate my skin 2 times weekly. I use my tretinoin 3 times weekly, and the remaining 2 days I just leave it for my skin to rest. Like I always say in my videos, your morning skincare routine should always be about protecting your skin. So your morning skincare routine should be constant. You must include your antioxidants and your sunscreen in your morning skincare routine. Like, this is what a good or a perfect morning skincare routine should look like. So after I cleanse, I use my toner if I have a toner. Then I go in with my niacinamide serum, which is an antioxidant serum, and then I layer with my sunscreen. So this is what my morning skincare routine looks like from Monday to Monday. Then at night is when I use my chemical exfoliant and my tretinoin. Now, this product, this chemical exfoliant, is a wash-off chemical exfoliant. What you're going to do is that after washing your face, after cleansing your face, you are going to apply this on a clean and dry skin. Let it sit on your skin for about 10 minutes maximum, and then you rinse off. Then after that, you can use a toner if you have a toner, then use a very rich moisturizer. So that is basically it for the days I exfoliate my skin. So let's say I exfoliate my skin on Mondays and on Thursdays. This is how my skincare routine looks like. Then on Tuesdays, on Fridays, and on Saturdays are days that I just use my tretinoin. Now, for your tretinoin nights, because you are using a chemical exfoliant already, I don't see any reason or any points where you should use any tretinoin that is above 0.025%, especially if you're just seeking to smoothen out your skin texture. If you don't have any like visible acne, you don't have any bad acne, please just stick to 0.025%. It works perfectly well. I've been using tretinoin now for over a year, and I haven't gone past 0.025. Now, on nights that I use my tretinoin, after I cleanse my skin, I apply my toner, my hydrating toner. Please don't use any toner that contains harsh chemicals or any toner that contains strong actives when you're using your chemical exfoliant and your tretinoin. On the days that you'll be using your chemical exfoliants, let it be the only strong active. In fact, let it be the only active in your routine. On the days that you'll be using your tretinoin, let it also be the only active in your routine. If you want to pair them with anything, you can pair them with niacinamide or any hydrating products like hydrating serums, hyaluronic acid, ceramide. They are fine, but to pair them with ingredients like vitamin C or any other form of retinoids, it is a no-no. So after I cleanse, I use my toner and then I go in with my niacinamide before going in with my tretinoin. Sometimes I don't use my niacinamide, sometimes I use it. So then after I apply my tretinoin, I just let it sit on my skin for about 15 minutes to fully absorb before I seal in everything with my moisturizer. Then for other nights, I just let my skin breathe. I don't use my tretinoin, I don't use my chemical exfoliant. I just use like a simple hydrating routine. So you are just going to cleanse, tone, use your hydrating serum or your ceramide serum, and then you moisturize. You see, this is what we call balance, and balance is super important. If you're using your tretinoin every day or you're using your chemical exfoliant every day, you are going to ruin your skin barrier. So you need to be smart. You see, this is my skin that you're seeing. It took me a lot of consistency. It took me lots of patience to achieve these results. So if you want to get a smooth skin, you need to adhere to my instructions, and trust me, within 4 to 6 weeks you will start to see like tremendous changes in your skin. Now, one important thing I need to tell you that I forgot, I don't even know why I forgot to mention this, is to use your sunscreen. You cannot have chemical exfoliants in your skincare routine and tretinoin, and you're carrying your face walking up and down during the day without your sunscreen. Sunscreen is very important. Your tretinoin, your chemical exfoliants can increase your skin sensitivity to the sun. So you need to either you minimize sun exposure. In fact, try to minimize sun exposure and use your sunscreen. But if you cannot avoid sun exposure, please always make sure that you are using a good broad spectrum sunscreen and you are reapplying your sunscreen every 2 to 3 hours. So guys, these were the steps I took. These were the products that I used that really helped with my skin texture, and as you can see, my face looks very smooth. Like, so if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, like, share. If you have any questions whatsoever, ask them in the comment section, and until I see you on my next one, guys, have a wonderful week. Bye.